Welcome, guys. So, what this is going to be is showing you actually how I live and have been living now for the past couple of years. And it is a beautiful, glorious day here in spring, and you can see everything starting to come to life. And you've got these buds and things like that. The sun is shining, but this is actually where I've been parked up for the majority of the winter. Um, and yeah, it's not been as pleasant as this, but I certainly have been walking around barefoot all season, or previous season that is, and spend a lot of time in this woodland here. It's actually beautiful. I come across this yew tree the other day. Um, so yeah, what this is going to be about is just showing you how I actually live my life, just authentically, genuinely, and the other platforms I've actually got don't truly represent me. They represent aspects of me, but what this is going to represent and really show you is actually how I live on a day-to-day basis. And the reason for that is to really show people the possibility of experiencing a more simplistic, free way of living, which I know a lot of people are curious about, and a lot of people deeply, whether they know it or not, truly feel called to living more in alignment with nature and their self and with other people in community. And yeah, this is going to show you what you can and will eventually have if you seek it, and really just helping you see what is possible, for yourself and others. And really, like, more and more I embark on this journey of life, I see more and more clearly that actually we are meant to live in alignment with ourselves. And what that really means is being our authentic version of ourselves, living in our truth. But part of that is being in alignment with earth and nature. And it's beautiful as I stand here and I can see all this wildlife, squirrels running around, and different sort of animals. It's really, really incredible. And just being in and amongst these trees for this past season has been incredible and really, really rejuvenating. And it's very grounding. And for the first time in my life, I feel the clearest I've ever felt, and the most positive and upbeat I've ever felt. And I've spoken about it a lot with people that are very close to me about how this winter season that's just passed, I've managed to, yeah, really just feel completely at peace, versus other years I've felt really resistant in a way, resistant to the darkness, resistance to the cold, resistance to just the colder, wetter, darker days. And really, it's nothing to be worried about. All it really is our internal world and how we perceive things, and how we feel and think and act in accordance to it. And I mean, this place is beautiful, and it's seeing the beauty from that perspective when actually it doesn't look that nice, and we're lacking sunlight, and everyone else is hibernating as well. But that's another point. It's like honoring the signals, honoring life in the best possible way, and surrendering to it, and the seasons in particular. And it's really fascinating when we look at the seasons of Earth, and then we look at our own seasons and how we are also cyclical beings. But often what happens is we resist the season that we're in, the season of life, the environmental seasons. And many people, looking back to like January 1st, it's like new year, new me, when in reality we're still in the depth of winter until we come into March, which is springtime. So really this time now is, let's get into some action, let's move forward. And we can see that now. We can firmly see that as life is starting to come together, as these beautiful trees are coming to life. And within a couple of weeks, this whole woodland will be green, but yet it's still bare at the moment. So part of honoring that winter season has been really listening to myself, my body, listening to nature, and honoring it in a way where we don't resist that. But then now we should be starting to feel more alive and awake with the season and the sun coming out, and really listening and seeing our inner guidance. And this channel is going to be part of that as well, just sharing truths and where I'm at mentally, physically, spiritually. And this is my van, by the way. It's an old 2009 Vauxhall Movano, and it's been home for the past couple of years, which has been incredible. It was interesting. In this past month, I was thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to get a new van. I'm going to upgrade. It's a bit of a rust bucket, but really, it's very comfortable, and it didn't make sense to spend like about 15 grand on a new van when actually I can just upgrade everything in it. But I'm going to talk about some of the stuff with that, because it's not all plain sailing in terms of, hey, we just live this simple lifestyle and there's no overheads and there's no challenges or whatever. Of course there is. There's things you need to adapt to. I think I'm very fortunate that I made the decision in early life to join the army, and actually living in a van is an upgrade to just living under a poncho in the woods. But I'm very far removed from that life. As you can see, I don't even make my bed anymore. But yeah, I absolutely love it. Anyway, I'm rambling, but hope you take some value from this. I know you will. Thank you for listening, and see you soon.